Morning guys, good sleep last night, so back on form today. Sun is shining again, beautiful day, and I'm looking forward to today. You've been looking forward to it for a while because today we've got grandstand tickets and our seats are virtually smack bang in front of the podium, so it should be a good day. Race wise, we've got the Superstock race 2 followed by the Supertwin race 2. So make our way up to the paddock, find our seats, get sorted, watch the racing. Stick with us guys. Speak to you later. David Johnson by Jackson Racing Honda. David Johnson has got us underway on Glencrutchery Road. Following him in every race but one, Dean Harrison from Bradford in England on his Dow Racing Kawasaki. Gets to St Ninian's Crossroads, the man from Morecambe in England. James Tower gets to go, that's the number 4 coming down towards him. Michael Dunlop also needs if you want to keep an eye out for Mike. Next up is another Northern Irishman. This is the number 18 who had a top 10 finish in the first Superstock race a few days ago. It's Sean Anderson on a Team Classic Suzuki. Follows the Northern Irishman down Glencrutchery Road. That is Sam West, the number 19.
Opposite me here now on the KTS stand one machine. Don't really tyre change. Let's give you the lap time if I can. We'll get back in a minute for Jamie Carroll. But here comes, the different notes. Totally different notes. The black and gold machine of James Cillian, the OMG machine. He is in. Let's give you the lead ball into the mix. He'd overhauled Coward on the leaderboard, so he dropped time on the run out to Glen Helen, I would imagine, on this second lap. Coward goes 5th, 11.5 seconds down on
We are into our team. Race 2 is flying that, which comes from first. Dean Harrison and Michael Dunlop lap record and race record, followed by Dean Harrison, but that record is not going to stand for very long at all, I'm afraid, because any second now we are going to see Peter Hickman, coming down Glencrutchery Road. He's 35 years old from Burton-on-Trent in England. He had his very first win in 2018. Excellent performance again, another third place on the big bike.
Let's hope Dean can write some more GGs for tomorrow's senior TT. Gets the laurel and gets the hat. In second position on the Honda, Michael Dunlop. Michael in deep conversation with Peter Hickman there. Having a little chat as well. Michael also the 134s on lap number 1. So Michael gets up for another TT podium. Up onto the step, gives Dean a big shake of the hands. Christine puts the laurel wreath over his neck. A lap time of 16 minutes 36.115. A new Superstock lap record. A new outright course lap record. 136.358. 11 TT wins. Peter Hickman. Peter up onto the podium once again to that top step, gives a big shake of the hands to Dean and also to Michael, gets the laurel wreath over his neck, gets the hat on his head and gets the new Bruce Anstey Superstock 2 race trophy. Your winner, Peter Hickman! And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the anthem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think you look great. Another fantastic RL 360 Superstock race. Well done to our 3 podium guys. Well done to Dean Harrison, Michael Dunlop and your race winner, Peter Hickman. Here we go with the champagne, folks. Stand back. Ashley, see if you can catch the cork up on top, because he's going to let this go. And remember, 136.358, a new outright TT course record. They're struggling, Peter's struggling. Let's get it go, give it a good shake, and away he goes. Dino's gone first. Look out, guys, there it goes. Back to you guys, and Michael gets it away too.
Thanks, Chris, and congratulations to all 3 guys on the podium there. We haven't taken you through the final standings yet, so let's start with that, Boydie.
Indeed, the top 10, then we know Peter Hickman with that sensational lap record won the race by 7.
And we are off. Dominic Herbertson. For the Englishman from Hexham. Second, down the track, down at the Glen Corrupty Road. Just north of England, his home town. He rides the Batham's Ales Yamaha. Paul Jordan is from Prosper Kawasaki ER. The MD Racing pattern. From Australia, Josh Brooks on the Dapperbeck Racing Kawasaki. Number 8. We have a bit of a break because there's no number 9, but coming next is the man who won this race in 2022. It is the winner of the first race of the day on the Superstocks and the new outright lap record holder. Is racing on a rare racing dyno centre ME Racing Aprilia. 11th in the first race, and he'll be hoping for a top 10 finish in this second Supertwin race on the Isle of Man TT 2023. Next up, we are back over the water to Ireland and to Tramore, where Brian McCormack is taking the number 21 on his Global Robots Aprilia. He also rides and a white stripe. 24.
Hit the box there now, no rear tyre change for Dom. Maybe some suspension changes. No, the suspension change and ratchet does not get used. The klaxon goes once more. But let's have a little look back. I'm waiting and I'm keeping an eye on Crockdemona to see what the split is, because now Michael Dunlop's sadly out of the race. Me and Jenny Timmers just talking off air before the start of the race. Also Rutter, Hobson and Brooks all in at the moment. Biggest lap so far for Josh Brooks, 118.388. Back we go to Crockdemona, the lead. Mike Brown or Salva Penny Headman is just in now. It's 12.1 seconds. And Pierre is beyond Crockdemona. Pierre's in third. And the Crockdemona in that third position. Can we see the Northwest 200? Whether Brooks' bike is not going, so Brooks could be losing a little bit of time in the Dapperbeck fight. Just keeping an eye on that.
We're not going to say jinx Michael Dunlop at all. Unbelievable. There we go. Hickman then is still showing his leader, so we await Mike Brown's arrival at Glen Helen on lap 2 after the pit stops. The pit stops are out of the way. It's now full race to the end, to the checkered flag. A lap and 3/4 to go from where we are right now. We await Mike Brown's arrival to get the shake-up of this leaderboard. We know that Josh Brooks obviously has dropped half a minute there as he's in the pit as we see Stefano Benetti come through.
He is going to take his 12th Isle of Man TT victory. It is a hat-trick of hat-tricks for Hickman, and he is the man of the moment, the man of the day. It's a second victory as he wheelies over the line down Glen Corrupty Road.
Ladies and gentlemen, in third place, where could he have been without that pit stop? Josh Brooks! After an absence of a couple of years, great to see Josh back here on the island, standing in, of course, for Gary Johnson and getting himself up onto the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, his first TT podium, a Frenchman, Pierre is beyond! Go and find their team in the paddock, you know, it's always good crack in there, they're always good fun. He speaks very good English, as you heard there now, and he gets his first TT podium, gets the laurel sash over his neck, and of course the hat is already on his neck from Rebecca. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Carol Nash Supertwin, race number 2, a brand new trophy is going to be going into the hands of a 12-time TT winner, Peter Hickman! Peter climbs those steps again, up onto that top spot, the number 1 spot. Gives a big handshake to Rebecca and the 2 guys up there. Gets the laurel wreath over his neck, gets the hat onto his head, and we'll get a brand new TT trophy. His name will be the first on there. Your winner, Peter Hickman! please be upstanding for the anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the final time for this Friday, the Carol Nash Supertwin Race 2. Josh Brooks, the 80s Beyond, and also Peter Hickman. And thank you very much to Rebecca Donoghue, the Director of Marketing from Carol Nash. It's time for busy stuff. Here we go. Who's going to be first? Is it going to be Hickey? Is it going to be Pierre? Being a Frenchman, you think you'd have that on the hand, couldn't you, straight away? No, he's not first, he's second. He is getting so nice, he missed. Well done, George's straight in as well. Awesome stuff. Let's get back to you, boys.
Won't somebody think of the children, the Boy Scouts there?
What a man. Sit down there. Next up, I love to see him on the podium, but I'm terrified because I do not speak any French. Everybody give it up for Pierre-Yves Pierre! And then the man that did the double today. We're going to have to talk about that Superstock race. We're going to have to talk about that outright lap record. But for now, your Carol Nash Supertwin Race 2 winner, it is Peter Hickman! This really is a story of the tortoise and the hare, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely.
And you were the hare today.
Yeah, definitely that. No, we were the tortoise,
Yes.
weren't we? Yeah.
But
What were we, 10 mile an hour down or something down Solby or something stupid, but yeah, do you know what, the little R7's, it handles so well. It's just really underdeveloped. We've not had it for very long. We actually only got the bike running the Saturday that we went to the Northwest, which was only a couple of weeks ago. That's how new it is. And after the weekend, or the week that we had last week with loads of problems, we never got past 7 miles. Ballycrane was as far as I got on it last week. And then the organisers were super helpful and accommodating with getting us out on the warm-up lap on the Tuesday. I borrowed an engine from Rutter. I've said it already, it's going to cost me an absolute fortune, but I bet he's already emailed me the invoice. I'm just not going to read my read my emails, but the boys actually worked really hard yesterday. We were probably about 10 to 15 horsepower down on Tuesday, and we're now only about 10 horsepower down. So the boys worked really hard yesterday. So just a fantastic race, really. I didn't expect to be on the podium, never mind the win. But as the boys have said already, the twin bikes in particular, it's a bit of a war of attrition. And I was really surprised on Tuesday, like nobody really, at least in the front group, nobody broke down on Tuesday, and I was actually really quite surprised. But it looks like they were all on their limit because they've all gone bang on the first or second lap here. So yeah, absolutely brilliant for us. The Peter Hickman racing crew from my own side, and obviously from Pierre as well, having a teammate. French, I reckon we're the first French rider on a TT podium. That's what we're pretty sure of. And not only that, yeah, it deserves a round of applause. But not finished 4th last year, so he was super close. And I know it's one of his dreams, and I'm sure it is Josh's as well. But also, fastest pit stop of the week has been his crew, which is my guys, and they're both 18 years of age, Leon and Mickey
Really?
Bing Bong. 18 years of age doing that pit stop with Harry as well. It's been fantastic. So bodes well for me for the future as well.
Was it all right? Was it? Just a bit, mate. That is some going.
Yeah, do you know what? I started the Superstock race and I didn't really feel myself too much when I set off. Felt a bit lethargic. Felt a little bit, I don't know, just not me. And it took me a few miles to kind of sort my head out a little bit and just kind of get into a bit of a rhythm. Didn't go ridiculously fast on the first lap, or at least it didn't feel it, but actually when I came in the pit stop, I think I did 134 standing start and stopping into the pit, so actually obviously it was even faster than Tuesday, but it didn't feel it to me. I actually felt very much the opposite. And from that point I only had like 1 or 2 seconds, so I knew Michael had really upped his game from Tuesday. He'd gone and done a couple of solo laps on it already, so he was well up on the pace. So I just thought after the pit stop, get my head down, got more into the groove, almost a bit of a reset. I always think the pit stop's like a reset button for yourself, never mind the bike. And from that point onwards I thought, alright, well let's see what everyone's got and get my head down a little bit. And on the last lap I didn't do quite as much showboating, a few little waves, a few little lookovers, but not so much wheeling because I knew we were on for a good lap, so I thought, sod it. I got told off on Tuesday for doing too many wheelies and waving at people and not breaking that record, so I was like, alright, I'll get my head down a little bit and see where we can end up. And yeah, 16 minutes 36 around the Isle of Man is pretty damn fast.
It bodes well for tomorrow. It's going to be a cracking race for tomorrow.
Yeah, well it leaves us in a bit of a dilemma because I don't know whether to ride the stock or the superbike at the minute, so that's a conversation for in the next hour or so.
Enjoy.
All the even numbers on the right hand side. This is all of course while Tom is actually bending the formation as well, so the pulling 3 to 4G and changing the formation at the same time is actually a lot more difficult to do. Onken across Douglas from Douglas. Across the way now, we know important spaces. We stood up the UK Space Command on the 1st of April 2021, and this shape is in tribute to the the rest of the formation. You'll have Enid, red 1 to 5 on top, and then your red 6 and 7 underneath. Again, get the cameras ready for the detonator. Fantastic stuff. We're putting in towards Douglas now. Speed about 700 miles per hour. As they come towards them, perform a series of barrel rolls in a manoeuvre called the double rolls while the smoke in red and blue. On over Onken head, on over Douglas. This part of the show, we should always have something going on all the time. So as you see the synchro pair leaving the display area, if you look to the front right now, you'll see the Enid pulling up with white, and then the smoke will come on, pulling up, and they will form a smoke like snake, like shape in the sky in a manoeuvre called Python. And you can see against the grey of the clouds now, that blue and that red really does stand out really well.